Behold the dawn of rational science. Democritus didn't just speculate, he engineered a theory of everything that remains our modern bedrock. By visualizing the invisible, he empowered us to decode the universe's physical laws. This presentation reveals how his ancient insights drive today's breakthroughs, proving that understanding the smallest particle unlocks the greatest human achievements. Prepare to master the origins of reality. Democritus transformed inherited wealth into the ultimate intellectual asset, a global perspective. By traversing the ancient world, from Egypt to India, he gained a competitive edge in understanding nature that provincial thinkers lacked. His Laughing Philosopher moniker isn't just a quirk, it's a masterclass in objective resilience. He teaches us that by shedding the weight of absurd vanities, we gain the clarity to see the world as it truly is, a collection of atoms and void. His longevity proves that a life dedicated to curiosity is the ultimate investment. Don't be deceived by your senses. They offer only a superficial, bastard knowledge. To achieve true mastery, we must apply the filter of reason. By stripping away subjective conventions like color or taste, we reveal the legitimate mechanical truths of the universe, atoms and void. This rigorous intellectual discipline transforms raw data into actionable insight. Embracing this divide allows us to bypass human bias and engage with the world's actual architecture. Reason is your ultimate tool for clarity in a world of sensory noise. Stagnation is a logical trap. While the Eleatics argued that change was impossible, Democritus engineered a radical solution, the void. By shattering the unchanging one into infinite fragments, he proved that motion is simply the spatial rearrangement of eternal parts. This breakthrough allows us to explain a dynamic universe without sacrificing the laws of physics. We no longer fear the impossibility of change. Instead, we master it by understanding the fundamental interplay of matter and space. His logic remains the engine of scientific progress. To understand everything, you only need two concepts, atoms and the void. By identifying atoms as indestructible being and the void as the essential non-being, Democritus provides a universe of infinite potential. The void isn't just nothing, it's the zero resistance stage that makes life physically possible. This duality ensures a stable, eternal reality where constant kinetic motion drives every interaction we experience. Master these two absolutes, and you master the fundamental mechanics of the cosmos. Everything else is just convention. Nature's diversity is a triumph of engineering. Democritus reveals that form dictates function. Iron isn't just strong, it is physically locked by jagged hooks. Water flows because its polished spheres roll without friction. Even taste is mechanical. Salt pierces the tongue with microscopic needles. By understanding these geometric blueprints, we move beyond what a substance is to why it behaves that way. This mechanical clarity allows us to predict the physical world with absolute precision. Geometry is the language of existence. The universe requires no architect. By replacing intelligent design with the cosmic vortex, Democritus explains how infinite worlds form through pure physics. This centrifuge effect naturally organizes reality. Heavy atoms compact into Earth, while lighter particles radiate into the sky. His vision was staggering, identifying the Milky Way as distant suns and predicting other planets long before the telescope. This mechanical framework empowers us to see ourselves not as central actors, but as participants in a vast, self-sustaining cosmic machine. Democritus shatters the myth of divine descent, revealing that man makes himself. In this Democritean reality, civilization isn't a gift, it's a hard-won survival technology. Driven by the raw necessity of predator threats, solitary foragers banded together, transforming fear into collective strength. Language and the arts emerged not from the heavens, but from the crucible of trial and error. This anthropological shift empowers us. We are not falling from a lost grace, but rising through our own ingenuity. Our past proves that human collaboration is our greatest mechanical advantage. Innovation often looks like insanity to the uninitiated. While his peers saw a madman laughing in the woods, Hippocrates recognized a pioneer conducting the world's first comparative anatomy. Democritus wasn't losing his mind, he was dissecting animal biology to locate the physical seats of emotion. This transition from myth to empirical rigor fundamentally redirected medicine toward observation. By ignoring social vanity for the sake of biological truth, he earned the title of the wisest of men. His legacy teaches us that bold investigation is the only cure for ignorance. Democritus demystifies the divine, revealing the soul as a material masterpiece, composed of high-velocity fire atoms. Our consciousness is the direct result of physical movement, not mystical influence. This mechanical reality offers the ultimate benefit: liberation. Because we are a temporary atomic compound, death is merely a peaceful dispersion into the void. By removing the burden of a frightening afterlife, Democritus empowers us to focus entirely on the quality of our present existence. Rationality is the key to true, fearless living. True happiness isn't a fleeting emotion, it's a masterclass in atomic management. Democritus teaches us that euthymia, or cheerfulness, is a state of physical harmony where the soul remains calm and stable. By viewing distress as a literal mechanical disturbance, we gain the power to curate our environment and desires. We avoid the extremes of stagnation and violent passion to maintain a smooth, harmonious flow of internal atoms. This physics-based approach to well-being transforms joy from a lucky accident into a predictable, sustainable outcome. Balance your atoms, master your life. Ethics isn't about following external rules, it's about engineering your own nature. By practicing self-correction, you literally reform your character into a stable, resilient structure. Internalize self-respect as your primary law to eliminate unseemly actions, and use downward comparison to neutralize the erratic atomic motions of envy. When you choose moderation over excess, you protect your soul's equilibrium from violent disruption. This proactive self-governance ensures that your internal world remains harmonious, regardless of external chaos. Mastery of the self is the ultimate application of atomist logic. The true power of Democritus lies in his seamless synthesis. He didn't offer disjointed theories. He provided a single, unified theory of everything. Whether you are charting the stars, curing a disease, or seeking a moral path, you are engaged in the exact same science, the mastery of atomic movement. By centering life around euthymia, he proves that mental harmony is a physical reality. This synthesis empowers us to see the universe as a cohesive, predictable whole, where understanding the smallest particle grants you total mastery over your life and your world. Innovation is a marathon, not a sprint. Democritus provided the initial spark, the bold vision of a granular universe that fueled every major breakthrough for 2 millennia. By tracing this lineage from his mechanical hooks to Schrödinger's wave equations, we see that modern physics isn't a rejection of ancient wisdom, but its ultimate fulfillment. Understanding this evolution empowers us to appreciate how a single, resilient idea can eventually decode the very fabric of reality. We are the beneficiaries of a 2,400-year intellectual investment that began with the first atomist. History often tries to bury the boldest truths. Despite the loss of his written volumes and the deliberate attempts by rivals like Plato to erase his legacy, Democritus remains uncancelled. Why? Because you cannot destroy a theory of reality that is physically true. His atoms and void survived the fire and the silence to become the blueprint for our modern age. This endurance is the ultimate outcome of a rational life. When you build on the bedrock of science, your influence becomes as eternal and indestructible as the atoms themselves. We conclude where we began, with the architect of the invisible. Democritus didn't just guess the future, he provided the mechanical blueprint that allowed us to build it. From the streets of Abdera to the high-energy labs of today, his unwavering reliance on reason over myth has been our most valuable intellectual asset. By mastering the unseen, he empowered humanity to command the visible world. His journey proves that when you commit to the truth of atoms and void, you don't just study history, you define the very fabric of reality itself.